So my weekly watch diary this week is not going to have any video. I doubt I'm going to edit it much. I'm just going to put it out the way it is. I'm kind of in a rush. I have a lot to do and I wanted to ensure that I keep up with it being a weekly thing. So the first thing I want to talk about that I've watched is the Avatar movie, which I mean it's not that good, to be honest. I was very happy to reconnect with these characters as their older selves. I was so happy, but I don't think the movie is very good. No one can convince me that the writers actually sat down and thought out like a full story for the movie. It just felt like stitched up pieces of remember this and remember this and remember that person and remember that thing that you liked from the series, from the animated series. The villain is really boring. The story is really boring. It's so fluffy. So much of the plot points that we encounter as the story progresses just feels like things they pulled out of thin air. It's very and somehow this happened, and somehow that happened, and somehow this happened. The only positive was, seeing the gang together again and just enjoying them on screen. And that was basically it. I don't particularly like the movie. Then I also watched There Will Be Blood, and I have to say this movie got me. It got me. Because we start the movie from the perspective of what's his name? Mr. Plainview, Daniel Plainview. I automatically was on his side. I kind of just assumed that he would be the good guy who would, go through obstacles and stuff like that. I was actually scared for him for a lot of the things that happened because I was just so firmly on his side. I was kind of blindsided and didn't see him for who he was. It wasn't until the explosion happened at the oil rig that that scene where he leaves his son and he's just entranced as he watches the blaze, and you can just kind of see him calculating that he's now a rich man, he's made it, and you can see the cunning in him. I think that was the first thing that kind of clued me that, oh, I don't think he's the good guy here. And I think from that moment onwards, he just progressively becomes worse and or maybe he doesn't become worse. It becomes more obvious. It isn't so masked anymore. And by the time we get to the end of the movie, there are no more facades. It's just this cruel, evil man, and everything is revealed. It's such a good movie. I think the first watch I didn't really get that much, but the second time I was like, oh, he's an ass. Like he's the bad guy. I've also progressed in watching Perfect Crown. I'm currently at episode 5. And what did I say? I fucking knew that Prime Minister guy was going to turn out to be this sneaky little shit. I mean, he had all this time. They knew each other right from high school. All this time he had to confess his feelings, make things clear, but no, he chose not to. But now, magically, once he senses that someone is, encroaching, that someone is going to snatch her away, he suddenly decides to take action, and he's so fucking sneaky with it. Ugh. Like, dude, even now, he finally said, okay, I like you, marry me, and he's rejected, right? I have a sneaking suspicion that is not going to stop him. I think he's just going to find more and more ways to pull them apart and sneak his sneaky little ass in between them. I hate it. I enjoyed how this episode handled the I'm gonna push you away for your own good trope. I really like that Hiju stood for what she believed she wanted and made it clear, I'm not gonna play this game of, oh, we broke up on amicable terms, everything is good. No, these people are going on the offense. We are also going to go on the offense. That's how we get shit done. That's If you look at her character progression this entire time, that literally is how she gets shit done. She doesn't bow to opposition. Like, she will not run away from a fight. We also see with the Queen Dowager that she has some sort of informant in the prince's house. I don't think the informant is the lady that the drama has been hinting is the informant. I think the informant is the butler guy. I suspect him. I'm just looking at him with like, something ain't right with you. I think he's the informant. Speaking of the Queen Dowager, the actress is just hitting it out of the park with her performance. I love her portrayal of this very haughty, very prideful, thinks very highly of herself person. The way she carries herself, her demeanor, the way her voice sounds, and she's not very I like the way that she always appears very, very serene. She's not going to be like bursting out in anger or screaming at people all the time. She has this very serene facade that she uses to cover up all the boiling and raging emotions within her, but she still manages to convey those emotions even when her face appears almost completely expressionless. I think she's just doing a really, really good job. Her performance is one I enjoyed the most in this series. And finally, on Perfect Crown, I just have to say this: fuck Hiju's father. Fuck him to the highest degree. His entire holier than thou act is just it's irritating to watch. Whatever complaint he has regarding his wife, brother, you're at fault here, okay? It's all your fault, so just shut up. His comment on the prince has gotten what he wants and now he's throwing her out. What an asshole thing to say to your own child. Ugh. Then for Only Friends, I've seen up to episode 6 now, and I have to be honest, I am starting to lose interest. The friendships, the relationships, the feuds, they don't hold any water. They don't hold any weight for me. I feel like the writers are toying with us. Like, oh, are we gonna? And I am not enjoying it. Like, if you want a conflict, just fucking make it a conflict. Don't do this. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't like it. And then the fact that I'm starting to draw parallels between some of the things happening this season and last season, I don't like that. I can almost see a copy paste of certain storylines and certain characters here and there where I'm like, this doesn't feel like a callback, or like, oh, we're gonna cheekily, give a call out, like a shout out to this scene from the first series. It just feels weirdly too familiar. I don't like how familiar some of the storylines are. I don't know if I'm being too critical, but there's just a number of things that have started to eat at me. I don't like how Rafi and Rome's relationship has started to feel weirdly too similar to Sandray from season 1. I don't like that. I don't enjoy the those in between little interview. Oh no, commentary that the characters do. I think they're too many. They really should cut down on the number of it. I am not enjoying the performances of some of the actors. I don't think they're very good. And I still don't like how they won't let Boston do anything. I will probably finish it, but I'm already starting to think that this, I will not love it. It might just end up as a maybe 5 or 6 at the end. I hope it gets better. I really wanted this to work, but it's not looking that way. And that's about it. I didn't really watch a lot this week. Today is May 3rd, 2026. Bye.